Hi everyone, it's Renee with Delaney Jane Cards. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the 20th, so you know what that means. My collaboration with my friend Amanda over at Rise and Procrastinate. And this month we decided to focus on background dies. So I decided to make an entirely die cut card. I did no stamping, like zero stamps. Mainly because this background die here, the Fancy Floral Cover Die by Pink and Main, is so gorgeous. So I ran that through my die cut machine with some Champagne Glitter cardstock by Simon Says Stamp, and then I weeded it, and then I am placing some of my removable Scotch tape over the back, and then I'm going to push it out of the die. That way it all kind of stays together. The sentiment that I'm going to use that I showed you, that was the Big Hello Sugar Script by Birch Press Designs. So here is my coloring. I decided to color this. You know, you can make cards and they can be super simple. You can just die cut them out of like a couple of pieces of cardstock and fit them in, and you can be done. But you can also kind of step it up. Here I'm using that glitter cardstock and I'm coloring on it. And yeah, you can color on glitter cardstock. This is a really fine glitter though. It doesn't ruin the nibs or anything. I mean, it's your stuff. Do as you wish. I'm not going to, please don't hold me accountable if you are coloring on glitter cardstock and something doesn't work out the way you like it to, but I have never had any issues. So here I'm just using some greens to color the leaves. And I'm going to kind of skip through this pretty quickly because it's really simple coloring. I did use a 4-color blend on the leaves, but just because I wanted that variation color. So for the flowers, I did all the flowers the same. I'm not going to show them all to you. I'm not even going to show all the coloring to you. I figured it's all the same. I laid down my lightest color first. Not usually how I do my Copic coloring, but because I'm coloring on this glitter cardstock, I needed to make sure that there was color everywhere. Copics also, they're alcohol ink, so they will like stain the paper. They don't color the same way they do on traditional Copic friendly cardstock because the Copic ink will blend inside the cardstock. This is kind of like layers on top of that glitter cardstock. Because it's alcohol ink, it will, leave the color behind, and you can color on it, but it colors differently. So that's why I did the lighter color first. When I did all of my coloring, I wanted to get a nice base down first. So here I just shaded them just a little bit, and I did all of the flowers the same. And then for the berries, I decided on a blue violet color here. In all reality, you only are going to see 3 of these little berries in the end. I could have done them any color. I just thought that it would be nice to have a pop of purple. I originally was going to cut all of this stuff out of glitter cardstock, like all different colors, and then shade them, but I just decided to cut it out of the champagne glitter cardstock. Then I also die cut it out of a piece of black, and this is the Gina K Designs black. It's kind of a thicker cardstock. And you can see here, I mean, I will fit this in better, but you can see here how it changes the look. Kind of looks like a stained glass window at this point because it looks like the lead that's between the pieces of glass. And by putting that removable Scotch tape on the back, it allowed me to kind of manipulate everything and hold it together because that is a lot of little pieces. But it isn't a permanent adhesive. So you'll see later I do adhere these in a couple of different ways to make sure that they aren't going to go anywhere. First, I flipped it over and I rubbed it just to make sure that everything was nice and tight inside the lines of the die cut. And then I took care of the sentiment. And this is that Big Hello Sugar Script by Birch Press, and it's a inner word and then a shadow word. I cut the hello out of that same champagne glitter, and I cut the hello, the shadow, out of the same Gina K black. I just wanted a real graphic sentiment on here, and I honestly just didn't want to stamp anything. I thought it would be kind of fun to not stamp anything. So this is gorgeous. I think it's absolutely stunning. But I do go a little bit farther with my embellishments, you'll see here. I wanted to kind of show this in particular. When I adhered it to my card base, I covered the card base with my ATG glue. Like if I just had the sticky sheets or whatever, I would have just put that down. I wanted to make sure that if there was any little pieces of this kind of inlaid die cut that did not have the tape on them, that they really stuck to the card base. And there were like little spaces between the pieces of tape when I taped it all together. So I'm going to make sure that I adhere that really well. And you can see that frame is not really adhered well at all. Like I said, it's just stuck to that removable tape. So I'm going to use this glue here. This is the Best Glue Ever by Scrap Perfect. It has that super fine tip on it, and I know that's sold separately. But I use this to go around and adhere down the frame everywhere. And then I used glossy accents over all of the pieces that were colored. This will adhere all of those pieces together and add shine and kind of trap that coloring in between the glitter cardstock and the glossy accents. It is got so much depth to it. It's actually really, really pretty. And then I did go over the white or the champagne glitter part of the word hello. And here I'm adding a few black sequins. I just thought black sequins would be really gorgeous with this. I used to have some black enamel dots that were matte. I don't think that those ones are on the market anymore, but I really like matte things. I know Nouveau Drops has some matte ones. I'm not sure if they have black in matte. I'll have to look. But everything was so sparkly, matte would have been really neat here. But I think that the sequins in the places that they are great. I actually think that the circle that's in the center of the sequin actually goes really well with the image because it's got this black outline, and then there's coloring or space in the middle, and I think it just kind of ties everything together very nicely. You'll have to let me know. So this is my collaboration with Amanda. We do this every single month. It's always something different. It's super fun. It's my favorite. I cannot wait to see what she made. We never share with each other what we make for this collab, which is really hard for us because we share like everything. So I am excited to hop over to her channel to check her video out, and I hope you are too. Her link will be in the description below, and I'd love to know what you think of my card. And as I always say, give cards generously. Bye.